Hello, Yoni. How are you?
Good, good. How's everybody?
Everybody good. How's your trip?
Yeah, I went to a conference in Israel, in the Middle East. It was very, very nice. Anybody watching this in Korea, I just want to say 안녕하세요. I hope I said it correctly.
Yeah,
And
I
it's
think
good to be
correctly.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good.
Yeah. Welcome to my, meeting, my webinar, my YouTube channel. I think everybody know you, but still maybe many people don't know you yet. So please introduce you and then your GETIDA company. We want to hear your story. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, so the name is Yoni Mazor. I'm one of the co-founders and chief growth officer of GETIDA. GETIDA, essentially, we're a technology company. And our mission is to make sure that Amazon FBA sellers get the maximum FBA reimbursements that they're eligible to receive. So typically what happens is, you connect to GETIDA and our technology is able to go back 18 months into the past and find any of your Amazon FBA inventory that got lost, damaged, destroyed, disappeared, overcharged with fees. So that's the first thing we do. We find the problem. But then we have a team that opens up cases with Amazon. They manage all the back and forth until there's a resolution. So small example, Bopio, you sent 1,000 units to Amazon's fulfillment centers.
Yeah.
And Amazon, instead of receiving 1,000 units, they only receive 190 units. So 10 units are missing, right?
Yeah.
So our technology finds the issue, but then our team will open a case with Amazon. They provide all the needed information.
Yeah.
And Amazon is going to do an investigation. And if they find the missing 10 units, that's great. You, the seller, you're able to sell it and make money. Great.
Yeah.
But if Amazon doesn't find it and it's deemed missing, they're going to provide a reimbursement. Right? They're going to give you a reimbursement. They're going to pay you money. And only if they provide a reimbursement, only then we charge a fee. We charge a 25% fee. So just like that, it's free to join. It's free to stay. There's no subscription. You can cancel at any time. We're performance based. So only if we get free money, we get money. So let's say, Bopio, you join GETIDA, right? And the first 30 days, let's say, for example, we get you $100. So we're going to charge 25%, which will be $25. But then the next 30 days, we get you $0. How much do you pay?
Nothing, I think. Yeah.
Exactly. So if we got you $0, you pay $0. So it's very, very comfortable, very, very convenient. And that's GETIDA, that's what we do. That's how we kind of help. And myself, before GETIDA, I was an Amazon seller. And GETIDA was born from our experience as Amazon sellers. So 10 years ago, I started selling products online. We had a website, we had eBay, but also we started Amazon. And when we started Amazon, the business grew very quickly on Amazon from 0 to 20 million in FBA revenue. And then we also became a part of a larger group that as a group, we're doing 100 million in FBA revenue. And what happened was we were not able to use any more Excel sheets to check all the transactions, all the discrepancies. The spreadsheets with so much data, they were breaking. So what happened was we kind of did two things. We created technology and software, so we're able to constantly check our own issues, but also to set up a team to constantly fix the issues. So we created the solution for ourselves. Right. And then it worked pretty good. And then we told our friends from the industry that we have these capabilities. So they told us, help us and we'll pay you. So that created GETIDA back in 2015. And then over the years, it grew so much because it's very comfortable, because there's no subscription. You can always cancel and it's free to join. It grew over the years. So what we did, we cashed out of our retail positions and all the money we made, we put into GETIDA. And then when our focus and our energy and motivation was just on GETIDA, we kind of became the largest organization in the world leading this niche. The niche is called Amazon FBA auditing and reimbursements. So today we have about 200 team members in 9 countries.
Wow.
Yeah, and we audit tens of billions of dollars of FBA transactions every single day.
Wow.
And we're an authorized solution provider by Amazon. So if you visit Amazon Seller Central, there is an app store, right? And inside the app store, you're going to find GETIDA, which means kind of two things. We have a commitment to the sellers, but also we have a commitment to Amazon to make sure that we're terms of service compliant. Data security, private policy. We need to perform on the highest levels. And that's kind of a little bit of a story of who I am, what we do, it's our focus, and kind of how we got here.
Yeah, sounds like you are the big guy and GETIDA is a big company. Yeah, I understand. And then I already introduced my member about your company, but people are still getting a lot of question to me, and then so I'm gonna just drop to you today's couple of just a general question. So if you have a right answer, please answer to me. So first, question is, many people still, asking me if it is really possible to get a lot of money, back from GETIDA. If possible, it will be great if you show the current, refund amount to the GETIDA. They want to see, actually work or not, before they join it. So if you have any, share data or anything, please share your screen or anything like that. Yeah.
You got it. Okay. So before I share data on the screen, so just to make it simple for anybody watching it, or listening.
Yeah.
So we don't pay you money, GETIDA. I just want to make it clear. Amazon pays your reimbursement. And if you're eligible to get reimbursement, GETIDA will just help to find it and solve it. And if we're successful, you get the reimbursement from Amazon. And we find that on an annual basis, the discrepancy rate is between 1% to 3% from your revenue, right? So if you do, let's say, 100,000 a year on Amazon FBA, it means between 1 to 3,000 is going to have an issue. Inventory is going to get lost, damaged, destroyed, disappear, disposed, overcharged with fees. That you, the seller, need to take action to find it and resolve it. Or if you do $1 million a year, that can be 10 to 30,000. And if you do 100 million, that's 1 to 3 million. So on and on it goes. In other words, for every 100 units you, the seller, ship to Amazon, between 1 to 3 units is going to experience an issue inside Amazon's fulfillment centers. So that's the world that we live in. That's just statistics. That's mathematics. I also want to kind of highlight that. Let's flip this for a minute, right? If we think about this very, very deeply, we see that Amazon does an amazing job with the inventory 97, 98, 99% of the time. And this is hundreds of billions of dollars worth of inventory that constantly comes to Amazon from the sellers all over the world. So Amazon does an amazing job, but that 1 to 3% of issues need to be examined, audited, discovered, and handled. So that's the world kind of we live in to give that solution for the sellers. So there's eligibility to get money back from Amazon for the for reimbursements. Sellers are eligible to do so. Amazon has this information in the terms of service. If you look in, they tell you the policies that they have with reimbursements. And we're here to help the sellers to to educate them so they know all about it. And if they have any issues or stuff like that, we can always even teach them how to do it if they want to do it themselves. We don't mind. But of course, we we also encourage the sellers to have a GETIDA as a backup to make sure that anything that's missing or never found by the seller, we're also able to catch this, bring the money back to the seller, and only if we're successful, only then we get rewarded.
Yeah, that's why I like GETIDA. So you don't charge it basically if you don't success, right? So if everybody like join GETIDA, if they getting money, and then you charge it. So this is very clear. So people keep asking me, is it really work? So can you share any like data, any amount is how does it work? Everybody want to see like actual number.
Okay, Bopi, you see my screen?
Yeah, I see your screen. Yeah, we want to see actual number. You
got it. So this is kind of I took a snapshot of one of our clients. And I kind of moved away the naming, so it's private. But as you can see, so this client has it right now. So when you log into the GETIDA dashboard, this is how it looks like. And on the top area here on the right side, it shows you what is the potential recovery that we're looking into. So it's 3,700,000.
3 million. Wow.
Yeah, close to $4 million of discrepancies in this account. And so we're looking into resolving these issues currently. So this is the current status, mathematically speaking, on the current issues that we're handling. But here I moved back a little bit. So from January 1st of 2023 all the way to May, so far we opened 2,133 cases.
Wow.
The success rate, success rate is 85%, and we got $136,000 back so far. And there's also kind of cases that are still pending. And when you click here in this area here on the inbound shipments, you'll see that, there's a lot of shipments for the seller. So I'm going to move to the next slide. And when you go down, you see that right now, just from the shipments, there's $1.9 million of shipments that need to be addressed. To get attention. And it's across 444 shipments that need to be reconciled. Now, in order for these shipments to be reconciled, the seller has to provide open proof of purchase request. They have to provide a proof of purchase request. So here sellers have two options. When you ship inventory to Amazon and there's missing units, You know, you need to provide a proof of purchase, and this can be two options. One option could be an invoice. You can provide an invoice from your supplier. That's one option. But if you are if you have your own brand and you have brand registry with Amazon, you don't need to provide an invoice. You don't need to show Amazon your supplier. Instead, what you can do, you can give them a packing slip. And if you want to give them a packing slip, we have a tool here called DocMaster, which we have a patent on. It's a packing slip tool. You just click this. You go inside and it generates the packing slips for you right away. Because imagine you needed 444 PDF files. 444 documents takes a long time.
Yeah, that's take long.
Yeah, so if you click the system, right away you'll be able to generate these documents very, very quickly and efficiently with no trouble. So let's see if I can show you actually something.
Yeah. Can you go back before your first slide? I wanna see, you know, a case. How many cases you guys opened it? 2,133 case. Wow. Yeah. So this seller don't need to open case himself.
No.
Yeah. So you guys open the case automatically, and then 85%, you know, success rate. Wow. Wow. So
yeah, imagine they have to open 2,133 cases. It's time. Each case takes time. And you have to open a case and you need to provide information. And some of the cases you need to provide more information or need to provide documentation. So we take all of that effort, all of that load. And the result is, you know, $136,000 of cash coming back to your pocket. And we encourage the seller, once you get the cash back, you use it to reinvest in the business. You can use it to launch more products or to advertise more, so have PPC money, right? So cash is very useful for growth.
Yeah.
And by looking back into the past and getting money back that you never expected to get, really helps to grow the business.
Wow. So now people thinking, you know, this is big money, by the way. So people thinking, wow, this is big money. But, you know, people, you know, they know, you know, Amazon is very strict platform. So it is safe in trust to this work together. Many people, you know, think it is a risk. I think they maybe still they thinking like, you know, this is risk. So how they trust your company? What makes GETIDA safe?
Yeah, so a few things. So when you deal with Amazon FBA auditing and reimbursements, you need to make sure that you kind of know what you're doing. So first thing that we do is we educate the sellers. We go everywhere around the world, YouTube channels, conferences, and we really advocate how to do this properly, right? You can't just open cases, many cases with Amazon and say, give me money. It doesn't work that way. It's very mathematical. It's all about math. If you show Amazon, you do all the research, all the auditing like Amazon expects you to do, and you provide really good, accurate data. And the data really shows here as a -1 that you need to look into. So they're happy to look into. And of course, if you're eligible, they're happy to pay you the reimbursement. But they don't want you to open many cases all at the same time, and none of them are getting paid because you're just wasting their time.
Yeah.
They can use their time for another seller to make sure they provide them reimbursements and move on. And the seller that gets some reimbursement, they get the money, and then they keep moving and growing with Amazon. So Amazon is happy to give them reimbursement. It's all good. And they have a clear policy. So you have to make sure you use their policies. And of course, GETIDA we partner with Amazon. We're in the Amazon App Store, right? So if you go into the App Store, you find GETIDA there. And we work very closely with Amazon and Amazon's team to make sure that we're always, you know, terms of service compliant. How do we secure the data, private policy? We always have to kind of perform on the highest level. And Amazon constantly changes and updates. So we have to constantly change and update with them. That's why we work closely with their team. So if you're looking for a solution provider for FBA auditing and reimbursements, you know, first tip, advice, just go to the App Store. If they're providers in the App Store, that's good. They have a commitment to Amazon. If somebody comes to you, they're located in a basement somewhere in a far country, you never heard of them, maybe not. Maybe you should be more careful because they have no responsibility. They can do whatever they want. You get in trouble, they don't care. Or they have access to all your data. Where are they storing it? What are they doing with it? Stuff like that. You want to kind of make sure that you use providers that are authorized by Amazon. Amazon knows them well, and have a good relationship with them, so you get the best performance and best results.
How long you have a relationship? I mean, you get it in App Store in Amazon, right? How long you have, like maybe 5 years, 7 years?
Since the beginning, I believe they kind of launched the App Store in 2000, I want to say 19 or 20. So the moment so what happened was, in history, Amazon realized that, you know, a lot of sellers use all these software companies, and you know, a lot of them are really helpful. So they created an environment, an app store. Said, okay, let's create it. They invested $14 billion to create an environment, an app store, and it said, okay, all these software providers, let's see who they are. What are they doing? How are they doing it? All that stuff. So we have a safe environment for the seller, right? Amazon, because before there was like a jungle. So Amazon said, okay, let's kind of take this under control. And the moment that happened, we were already active and we applied, and that was great. We had to kind of invest a lot into our infrastructure. We had to get, new servers, firewalls, all that stuff. Amazon kind of pushed us to perform on a very high level, which we're very happy about. So we're there since the beginning. And whoever wasn't able to put their quality high enough and perform based on the standards, they're not authorized. So they kind of got washed away, put it this way, because we're not the first to market with this, and we're not the last. There's lots of other providers, and they all do probably a fair good job. But the ones of them that never committed to the standards and never invested in their quality and their security, they kind of faded away over time. So we don't kind of see them anymore.
Yeah. So you mentioned good point, Yoni. So if anybody watching this video, if you want to use any, reimbursement company or provider, anything like,
any provider, not just reimbursement, it could be advertising, it could be inventory management. First tip, Amazon created the environment for you, the seller. So if somebody comes to you, tells you software, okay. If they're in the App Store, then you should consider, you can continue talking. But if they're not, say, no, thank you, I appreciate it, and continue looking inside the safe environment that Amazon created for you.
So that is very important point. So anybody watching this video, if you wanna, work with any provider, please check, Amazon App Store. If they in it, so you can keep continue, and then if they not, maybe say,
because unfortunately, some software companies they want your data. They're also sellers. Maybe all these things. So you never know. We don't sell anymore. Of course, and our focus is really to get the maximum impact for the sellers and really commit to the highest standards possible in the market.
Yeah, I think that's why many people, still, don't trust any provider, because they still selling something, they getting, they grab our data from the seller. Yeah, we understand. So, okay, now you already explained, what you and then GETIDA and then how does it work, why they trust GETIDA, even not GETIDA, any provider, you should check, some kind of point. I think they're very good. And, now, let's take a look at the process of signing up for GETIDA and the, DocMaster process. Can you share your screen? Or
Yeah. So I'm gonna right now we'll focus on DocMaster. I opened another account, so let me share the screen. And this account might be familiar to you, but let's see what we got here.
Yeah.
1 second.
Sure. When they sign up GETIDA, they usually getting email from GETIDA. You need to sign up DocMaster. So many people are curious, what is that? Exactly.
So let me share the screen and we'll get right into it. So let me do a slideshow and see if I got it. Okay.
Yeah.
So here it is. Tell me if you see my screen.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Yeah. Now clear.
Okay, good. So this is the GETIDA dashboard, and you'll see here that on the side it's called the inbound shipments module. And when you click it, it looks like this. And then you scroll down and you'll see this area here. So this is from another account, because before we had an account that had like 2 million. This one has a bit less. This one has 44,000 across 338 shipments. And basically you're gonna have a green button here called opt-in. And once you click it, it's gonna opt into DocMaster. And once it's opted in, you'll see like 3 buttons. You see the green, the blue, or the red. Edit. You can always edit your login information for DocMaster. Opt out. If you don't want to use it, you just opt out. And if you want to log into DocMaster, you have the red button, so you just click it. And when you do, it opens up kind of the module. So it's going to open a list of all the shipments that you have that need basically packing slips, right? Because once again, when let me just go back up, you'll see that shipments that need proof of purchase. Proof of purchase can be an invoice, but if you have a brand registry and your own brand, you don't need an invoice. You can do a packing slip. So, it will create a list of all the shipments that need the packing slip. And once you click this, the shipment, it will, just for the first time, just to do the setup. After that, it's going to be already saved in the system. You'll see that, you're going to put your company information. You're going to put your country, your address, all that stuff here. You're going to put the logo of your brand here. And then on the area here, on the actual FSQ, you'll have the option to edit the quantity. So let's say here, it's very small, but it says 194 units shipped. but maybe it's only 190 units. You can click edit and then change the number. You put your first and your last name and then your signature. And that's it. That's how you have the template for packing slips. So the next shipment, when you click here, is just you're gonna go in, and by the way, it's gonna look like this. It's gonna look beautiful and professional. And then you'll be able to generate the documents very, very quickly. So imagine you have to, to create 338 documents, packing slips. It can take you a long time. But with DocMaster, a few clicks and boom. And, maybe it'll take you 5 to 10 minutes. But we also have a new service called DocMaster Pro. I'll show you in a moment. I'm going to share the screen and open up the real dashboard so you can take a look. There we go. You just click on learn more, and you can opt in now, and you go down, say I confirm, I agree, and boom, you're good to go. And then we'll take care of it. We're gonna, the 338 documents in this specific account here, we're gonna do it ourselves. So all I have to do is kind of opt in, and they're good to go. And this is free. We don't charge any more money for this, and it's good to go. See, it just helps you package slip creation and handling of your FBA inbound shipments by GETIDA, FBA inbound shipments reconciliation, management of claims process and documents, handling by GETIDA claims management experts, increased savings in time and labor costs associated with managing documentation, optimize and expedited recovery process of FBA inbound shipments. So it helps you kind of scale out and really put your mind in focus on what really matters, which is sales, revenue, launching products, advertising products, marketing products, building a brand. That's the business. Looking back into the past and trying to figure out what happened with all these shipments and all this inventory. It's an assignment. It's an assignment. It's a task. It doesn't grow the business. It doesn't create the business, but it helps to maintain the business, and it actually does help grow. Once you reinvest that money properly into advertising or launching new products, you actually help sales and revenue to grow. So that's kind of the balance where you have to put your mind and focus into growth and managing the business, and you have GETIDA backing you up to make sure you constantly get all this money so you can keep growing.
So basically, thank you for your presentation. So basically, if they want to get more reimbursed case, right, they need to sign up DocMaster, right? So
yeah, if you opt in. So just like that, just to be very clear, when you join GETIDA, we're going to get you all the refunds that we can. You don't have to do really anything, but there's 2 modules in the website and on the platform, on the GETIDA platform, that if you log into them and use them, we're going to get you even more. So the first one I showed you was inbound shipments. Let me just refresh my page and show you. Okay, so you see that, you see the dashboard? So you see I have this, see I have the dashboard. So we'll show you all the refunds that we are getting for you. But if you click here, you're going to inbound shipments, which I just showed you. But if you click here, you're going to go to pick and pack. And once you click that, it's going to take you to this page here. And in this page here, basically, you're going to have automatically all the data that Amazon has on your weight and dimensions of each ASIN, right? And what you're going to be able to do is change the length, the width, or the height, or the weight. And then you can click save. And if you do that, it's going to trigger our system to check if you are owed any refunds. So let's say, so let's say your product actually is not 18 pounds. It's only actually 8 pounds. So, that might be that, Amazon is overcharging you with fees. Maybe, right now, because it's 18 pounds, maybe they're charging you $20 every time you sold a unit. To pick the unit from the bin, to package it in a box and send it out, they might be charging you $20 because it's 18 pounds. But if it's actually only 8 pounds, they might only need to charge you $8. So maybe they're charging you too much. They're charging you $12 more every time you sold a unit. You sold the 1,000 units, that can be $18,000 that you got overcharged.
A lot of money.
Yeah. So
this
you can
is
go,
it. So
you just put the information. You can do one by one, or if you have a big account with a big catalog, you can just do it with Excel. You can do bulk action, export. You put all the information in Excel, and then you put upload, and boom, it triggers our system to do a check and to see if Amazon's overcharging you with fees. And if we find this issue, we need to do 2 things. The first thing is update the information with Amazon. So going forward, they charge you correctly. So you stop the problem. And the second thing, go back to get you all the refunds from the past. So once again, 2 modules on the platform, pick and pack. I just showed you. If you use it, you get more. And if you use inbound shipments and DocMaster and DocMaster Pro, you get more. And just like that, you can see all the work that we do on the dashboard.
Yeah, very clear now. So inbound shipment and then packing and slip. So that is somebody told me if I enter my product right size and then weight, if Amazon they receive some kind of wrong size and then weight, you guys fix that things. So that is the picture. Packing
the
and
pick and
slip.
pack. Yeah, it's a bit more
pick and pack,
complex. Yeah, it's a bit more sophisticated. Yeah, but we, our focus is just on, we're getting, our mission is to make sure every sellers get the maximum on refunds. So we constantly find new opportunities and innovate and try to kind of do the hardest things possible to really make sure that sellers get to the maximum level. And pick and pack is just one of those modules where it's pretty complex, but we do it and we're happy to do it.
Yeah. All right, Yoni, so today I just dropping you a couple of questions. So you have right answer. So thank you for all the answer question. Yeah, so now I think everybody clear. Now they really enjoy, using GETIDA. If they are new, they can sign up GETIDA. So yeah, I'm gonna share my promotion code too. So thank you for your presentation, Yoni. So last thing, if you have anything to say, Korean Amazon seller, please, say to my member, my Korean seller.
Yeah, so if you're based in Korea and you're selling in Amazon all around the world, it could be US, it could be EU, it could be Japan, whatever it is. This is amazing. I think it's an amazing thing that you're able to really tap into global markets and really have your brand be consumed by consumers all over the world. I think it's a very exciting opportunity for entrepreneurs. It's not easy, but it's very, very possible. And the way it's possible is by data. If you really focus on the data and all the information, because this is all living in a digital space. If you open a brand today and you want to put in stores, it can be very complex. They tell you, okay, give me $100,000. I put it on the shelf, and if I don't sell it, you still have to pay me profit. Very tough requirements. With Amazon, they're telling you, here, you have hundreds of millions of clients, customers, put the information nicely. You have all these standards and, you get traffic and you convert, and it's amazing. And these consumers, they take your products, they use it, they like it, they give you reviews, you grow, and you grow a real brand, and you can start compared to other options, very, very small, but focus on the data, focus on the mathematics. If, good reviews, good feedback, good growth, continue. You try everything, it's not kind of working. Okay, try something else. So you constantly stay dynamic and you focus on the data side. You have a good opportunity to really be successful on a global level. That's very exciting stuff. So a channel like yours, which really helps them with all this content, all this information, best practices, latest trends. This is one of the main keys for success. Constantly educating yourself, changing and adapting. If you have this inside of you and you're connected to the good, correct community like yours, it's a very strong recipe and in a way to really grow with this. So, great job, everybody. Good luck. Wish you really only the best.
Yeah. Thank you for your time, Yoni. Today, we are very clear now. I think Korean Amazon seller, they still have, some question, but now they clear now everything. And then I'm gonna, put it in, or YouTube video and then blog article about how they get, maximum reimbursement money. Yeah. Thank you for your time, Yoni. So see you. Yeah. Maybe next time. All right. Bye.